How y'all doing, brothers, sisters? It's another episode of Spiritual Ventilation. The motto of my channel is the brighter you shine, the more you influence. So let's grow together. Now, what I want to talk about today, I want to talk about history and those who rewrite it. When people rewrite history, what happens is it throws a lot of confusion out. And people, one thing about confusion, it has everybody in a confused state. So I was watching TV the other day, and I seen some content that was showing white people with wigs on. These are prominent white people. They got wigs on. And my thing is this: a lot of people put out content to influence. So if you're an influencer, of course you got influence to give you content so you can influence other people. That's just how it goes. So the thing is, when you see these white people, and for instance on a dollar bill, this y'all are pretty damn good, too. Y'all are pretty damn good. When you put content out, I sell it pretty good. Yeah. Ma'am? Yeah, I'll take a refill. Thank you. Appreciate it. My thing is this: when white people, when they put these wigs on, and they try to let the mass know that they're in history. So they're rewriting history. That's what's going on. So when you rewrite history, you're causing confusion, because basically you're trying to make it seem like you've been, like it's been hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Basically, history is more than 100, 200, 300 years. That was like yesteryear. So then when you have these people like Ben Franklin on the dollar bill and all these presidents, you got to think most of them are wearing wigs. So who influenced them to wear wigs? That's the thing. Before they was wearing wigs, what was they wearing? You got to think they was vagabonds. They was vagabonds.
Y'all got you something to eat?
Yeah, I got me something to eat.
Hey, you buy me a burger?
Yeah, I'll buy you a burger.
Okay.
Yep. So you got to think they was vagabonds. So when you have vagabonds and they like nomads and they're basically another civilization influenced them to stand up, right? Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. You need your stomach.
Huh?
You need your stomach.
Okay. So when you have vagabonds and you have people that's not civilized, and then you trust them, you teach them how to be civilized. You teach people how to be civilized, and therefore they turn around and they stab you in your back. So this is the point I'm trying to get to. You have people that's influencers. When you have people that's influencers, they most definitely got influenced by somebody. They got influenced by somebody. Dead or right. They got influenced by somebody. Everybody who's influenced has got influenced somebody to influence. So when you watch these history channels and you watch all of this history where the people that's oppressing us, and I don't really don't, people keep saying I'm talking negative. I'm not trying to talk negative. I'm just telling you what I see. You got all of these prominent people on these dollar bills, and most of them wearing wigs. Did the Egyptians wear wigs? Nah, they wore some type of head plates with the, you know what I'm saying? So I guess they got influenced by that situation, but by that part of history. But what I'm trying to say is, what influenced them to wear wigs? Because the Egyptians wasn't wearing wigs. So this is my thing. For some reason, the white male is pushing the agenda of homosexuality, and they've been doing it. They've been doing it because they got influenced by somebody, somewhere. They was influenced with an effeminate gene. Now, it's taking me a long time to get to my point, y'all. It's taking me a long time to get to my point. I'm trying to get to it, and I'm about to get to it. Because me and a brother was talking about it yesterday. The thing about it is, this is the thing. If you get influenced by somebody that's not natural, you're going to do unnatural things. And then now, ain't no jealousy and envy, because most people that's jealousy and envy, they imitate. And that's what we do in American culture. Black people, we imitate what white people's doing. And at the end of the day, anytime we imitate, we end up, what you call it? We end up with the short end of the stick. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a job. But my thing is this: white people, they grew up in the wealth. Man, they probably, when they start businesses, do you know? And this is the thing: when I had a business, when I had my own business, man, you know how beautiful it would have been if I grew up in the wealth and I started a business. Black people, we're gonna have to start some type of escrow where we can help our black people, and we can give them the money and they don't owe shit back. Like if you black and you try and do the right thing, and we gonna give you a good what you call that, a head start, a push. We're gonna give you a good push, because if we got this escrow, and we ain't talking about a bank, it's an escrow, it's just for all blacks. And if you're trying to do the right thing, we just gonna give it to you. And if you lose, we just take the L. So but once you take an L, you can't come back. It's a penalty. If you come back, it's a penalty. You don't get as much. And each time that you take the L, you get penalized, and the kickback that you get for opening business gets smaller and smaller. And I say 3 strikes you out. But we need to start some type of escrow. Now, instead of man, let's get back on track. We was talking about influencers. These prominent white men, for some reason, well, we know they was wealthy. First and foremost, because they had resources. And like I said in my previous video, I believe money is unreal to black people. It's not real, it's an illusion. Black people, white people, is born into wealth. So they give you the illusion that they playing with money. They ain't playing with no damn money. Shit, these motherfuckers can tear anything down they want to and rebuild it. I ain't never seen a white person that ain't did what the fuck they want to do, especially when it comes to real estate. Yeah, sure, come on. The bank's gonna give them everything. They ain't, man, come on, man. Come on, they fucking with credit. So, white people created and black people created two different things because shit, we already got so much shit we facing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we end up a slave and it's just a regular job to us, man. You know what I'm saying? But let me get back to my point. Man. It's just so frustrating, man, because our people are so divided, and I don't know, man. I just wish it wasn't all this killing, and I wish it wasn't all this hate. I wish it wasn't, I don't know, man. I mean, what could black people produce and bottle up and sell without having to go to the white man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, can we mold our own forks? You know what I'm saying? Can we make our own cups? You know what I'm saying? Can we make our own straws? So then we talking about, first of all, we talking about resources again. So what people don't realize, when people talk about money on the black end, that's all we know is money. But white people mentally, when they think about money, they know money's just a piece of paper. They fucking with the ones on top is fucking with the resources, and it's trickling down to their people. Come on, I mean, and y'all know I ain't lying. So once again, let me get back to the influences. White people, white influencers with white business influence other whites to open businesses, but black people, we influence. When a black person opens a business, we influence other blacks to open business, but it's two different things. It's like the black church and the white church. Two different organizations. People, they both under the same tax thing, the 530C, whatever it's called, but it's two different entities. The black church has problems that the white church don't most definitely have, because the white church is surrounded by suburbia. And every church, every white church is probably surrounded by houses just 100,000 and up. And I'm just speaking facts. The black church is surrounded by houses worth $1. And that pastor's still sitting in that, excuse my language, in that church, trying to be like the white pastor. You know what I'm saying? So let me get back on track. We talking about influence again. We talking about influence. This salad is good as fuck. I love salad. We talking about influence again. When you look in history and they rewrite history and try to make it seem like it was so long ago. They make the pictures are black and white. You got people that look like, you know, the prominent people on this money. And all of them got wigs, except Lincoln, and a couple other ones, but the most prominent ones is wearing wigs. So, who influenced them to wear wigs? So basically, we're talking about something in their DNA, something that makes them effeminate, and it most definitely cancels our race out. We can't, just like the black church don't have it, just like the white church don't have the black problems. The white people, the Caucasians, they can be homosexual. You know why they can be homosexual? Because it doesn't affect their race. Because it comes naturally. It comes natural. So they influencing us to be homosexual too. And whatever they doing and frequency they hitting us with is activating certain people's DNA to be homosexual. Yeah, it's our genes is being activated in. It's hereditary, I think. And some people are just influenced to be like that. You know what I'm saying? What you call it? They just jump on the bandwagon like rule for a team. You know what I'm saying? But I'm losing my train of thought, y'all, because we can debate about this. We can go back and forth with this all day. But what I'm saying is, and I believe those who are very intelligent probably could get to what I'm saying faster than I can get it. So that's why the motto on my channel is the brighter you shine, the more you influence. Let's grow together. Because I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. You got people rewriting history. You got people wearing wigs, and where they get influence from to do that. Where they get it from. So like I said in my previous videos, I've been seeing a lot of flying saucers lately, and a lot of people say we the Anunnaki, and the Anunnaki came down and made it with indigenous people, and they put their influence in certain creatures of the earth, which I don't believe. I mean, yeah, they most definitely put their influence in us, but we talking about the indigenous white people. So look, come outside. You gotta come out and get it. How much is it?
We was gonna sit on the side. You want us to sit right here?
Man, you sit where you want to sit.
No, we was gonna sit on the side.
You sit over. I'm doing something.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is, y'all, we gotta wake up and we gotta hurry up and start this fucking escrow. And I'm probably not gonna live to see it. Y'all gotta excuse me. This salad is too fucking good. I'm eating shit out of this shit, y'all. Damn, I'm spitting, dropping shit out of my mouth. Yeah, that salad's good. This is my lady friend's cousin. His name is Shaq. Guy in Louisville. Y'all try him out. Oh, he's on, I think it's the second in Chestnut. Now, this might be, this is third in Chestnut. We have to Desimmalate, and we're gonna have to rebrand, and whatever we was taught, we gotta throw it out. Because, man, this is warfare. And I don't care what game you playing, it's all warfare. It's all warfare. And at the end of the day, you have to try not to be a bot and try not to be a slave, because that's what the system wants you to do. You can have a prostitute on the corner and you pull up, hey, how much you charge for fellatio? I charge $100 for anal, and I charge $50 for fellatio. And they get in the car, they hit you with the service and they get out. Bot. Person come to you, might take your order. Come back, bot. So we have to find a way to do everything different so we can be happy, because God put us in this, He put us here on earth to be happy. He didn't put us here to be slaves. He didn't put us here to imitate. So the only way we can not imitate is to start an escrow. So it's not a job. It's something, especially if it's something that you passionate about doing. If you passionate about doing something if you passionate about doing something, it's never a job. I refuse. I decided I wasn't gonna work 10 years ago, and I'm not a lazy person. I just got tired of being abused. It changed my whole frequency. It changed my whole damn frequency, y'all. But I don't know, man. I just can't get over these wigs. These people wearing these wigs, these prominent people wearing these wigs, and who influenced them? Did the aliens look down and thought and think that men was made with men, they couldn't differentiate between genders? A person that's from nature realized that you can't reproduce if you fucking with men, a man fucking with men and woman fucking with women. But that's all I'm trying to say, y'all. I'm stuck. If y'all got anything to say, comment in the comment section, man. God bless y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.